A showdown is looming between the Education Department and Teachers Union SATU. The union plans to challenge a decision for pupils to rewrite 2 matric exam papers. It says there is not enough evidence the paper spread to the majority of pupils. It's been a tough year for most matrics. Schools were closed for months, with many left with little or no access to remote learning. We have ENC reporters standing by around the country. Lethiwe Mdluli is in Pretoria, the capital city, that's Botswana, and Lethiwe Mdluli is in Durban, eThekwini. Lethiwe, very good morning to you. Outside DUT, of course, that is where many matriculants will be hoping that they'll be able to be admitted for 2021. But currently, this whole issue of the 2 leaked matric exam papers is top of mind.
Yes, Praten, so there's a lot of problems faced by matriculants from this year heading into next year. The first one, having to homeschool and also having to write their exams under so much pressure. I spoke to a few learners in the Free State and also here in KZN who shared with me how difficult it has been this year for them to basically get ready for their final exams. They also shared that they felt like they were rushed in June exams and also with the final exams. Another issue that Durban is currently facing is the issue of the Rage Festival that happened here over the past last week, where a lot of matriculants came down here to enjoy their final year in school, and some of them have actually tested positive for COVID-19, and there's a warning now that this event is a super spreader, and parents have been warned to treat their children as if they are COVID-19 positive. And a doctor that I spoke to earlier did say that these learners should stay at home for the 14 days and just make sure that they are not positive for COVID-19. But I spoke to a Vice-Chancellor at the Mangosuthu University of Technology who shared his thoughts on matriculants making their way to university next year, and this is what he had to say.
My view is that they do face challenges in terms of readying themselves for university and other post-school educational opportunities. Their preparation time has been severely challenged, and this cannot be ignored. I'm sure that universities are collectively mindful of these challenges and have put in place support mechanisms to facilitate the admission of these students. With this, I do not seek to downplay the challenges they will face, but I hope universities will put in place systems to help them adjust well into higher education.
Well, it looks like that institution, Lethiwe, getting itself ready, but most matriculants will be worried now how smooth things were. You said earlier you spoke to a number of people, including some matriculants, but just generally, very briefly, Lethiwe, the sentiment of the matrics around there in eThekwini as we speak, is it with apprehension that they are facing 2021?
Yes, but then I did speak to a few matriculants just to get their views on how they actually performed this year, and did they think that they had enough time to actually prepare for their exams. Most of them did share that they did not feel that they had enough time for this year, but they did say that they did write their exams and they are ready to head to university next year. The Vice-Chancellor, when I spoke to him, did say that these matriculants will be given enough time to actually make the change from school to university, and he did say that he hopes that these children are ready for university next year.